Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rumble here from the beautiful Dover International Speedway. It is the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour back in action here this evening. A wonderful Thursday night to hang out here on PeaceMaker Gaming to watch some great racing action as we get 100 laps of racing here this evening, and we are absolutely pumped. It's going to be a nice, chill, laid-back broadcast here this evening. Not a giant field of drivers, but the talent and the amount of skill that will be out there on the racetrack and represented here tonight is that good. It is, it's quality over quantity here in this one, and that's what we are talking about as these drivers will get ready to rumble. They will get ready to roll here for the green flag racing here in just a few more moments, as this is going to be a ton, and I mean a ton of fun no matter what. Dover, always such a beautiful racetrack to come run at, always a lot of fun, and we always love seeing these NASCAR Cup cars at this short track speedway. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, and we're going to have some fun with it. We'll be pulling some drivers in here and there. We'll be having some chit chats, and we'll be, enjoying the evening as Ty Dickinson says, hopefully y'all are ready to watch this massive field take on Dover. Yeah, absolutely massive. We have an influx of drivers here making up, I do believe, the first 10 positions on the track, maybe 11. We might have gotten an 11th driver out there on the racetrack, so it's going to be a wild one here this evening. It's going to be absolutely off the chain. I'm going to tell you that much. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. It's going to be a lot of fun no matter what. We're going to be enjoying ourselves up here in the broadcast booth. I'm going to be hanging out with everyone here in the chat all night long. We're going to be chit-chatting. We're going to be talking. If you guys want to talk about something, if you guys want to bring something up, if you guys want to, throw something into the chat to vibe with and talk with, then we can put that. We can do that. We can have some conversations and watch some racing and kind of just enjoy the evening and kind of just hang out, have a drink or two. I got a nice little, twisted tea right here. We're going to get cracked into. We're going to get right into it. Sorry, I did lie. It's not a twisted tea. It's an American vintage hard iced tea, okay? But same thing. Same thing. Oh, so good. So good. Bryce Dickinson, Brycey Bear coming in with the heart reaction and the share on the broadcast. Jake Stefanski coming in with that heart reaction, as well as Mama Bear coming in with the heart reaction. Steven Stefanski with that like on the stream, as Ty Dickinson says, should be drinking Michelob Ultra. Yeah, we probably should be drinking Michelob Ultra. Honestly, you tagged them so many times yesterday, Ty. They had to have seen the broadcast yesterday. I don't know if they watched it, but they probably had to have at least seen all of the comments. That is for certain. That is 100%, no doubt about it. They had to have seen it. They had to have seen it here. Bryce says taking an EOL without taking an EOL. Someone's got to start back there, Bryce. Somebody's got to start back there, brother, okay? It was you or one of the other, 11 drivers in the field this evening that would be starting at the back of the pack, as we'll get ready to rock and roll. Amy Marie Stefanski coming in with that heart reaction here on the broadcast, as well as we will get ready to set these drivers loose. We will get ready to go green flag racing here in just a few more moments, and it's going to be a ton of fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be absolutely amazing. This is going to be so much, so cool, man. This is going to be cool. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. Listen, we're going to enjoy ourselves here tonight, chat. I don't care what you guys say. We're going to have some fun, okay? We're going to have some fun. Cameron Stefanski says, we love you, Aaron, you beast. Let's go, Cameron. Let's go, Mr. Stefanski. Coming in, showing the love over on the YouTube channel. If you guys haven't, make sure you check us out over on YouTube, as we are going green flag racing. It's the HendrickCars.com #2 ride of Jacob Stefanski, quickly jumping out in front here as he clears that Throttle Down Motorsports #19 of Dakota Proud. Proud there in second is Matt Taylor right there in position #3. The Black Diamond Mafia number 15 machine trying to work himself up through the field as the 88 of Jacob Smith, Steven Stefanski, and Ty Dickinson in that Black Diamond Mafia. Papa Mike Promotions Michelob Ultra 67 ride there, working himself inside the top 5 here as he rolls down to the inside of the Sunrise Racing, number 15 of Steven Stefanski. Keith Hackney starting deeper in the field here as the Team Conti, Sim Performance, Papa Mike Promotions, NLR Grip Hackney Live Ride. They're in 7th. He's starting at the back of the pack. He's working himself up towards that top 5. Nathan Smith trying to go right there with him as Evan Stefanski, the 116. The Sunrise Racing, Steve's Lawn Care 116 machine. They're in 10th as the E&D Farms. There's the E&D Farms 84, the Papa Mike Promotions ride of Bryce Dickinson, working himself into the 9th position. And Tyler Griffin, unfortunately, some pretty heavy damage here for that 5 machine. We saw him get hard into the inside wall there down the back straightaway not too long ago, and he's going to take that 5 machine down pit side to get some work done to it. Is out in front, just like Kyle Larson in the Kyle Larson paint scheme out there on the racetrack. It's looking like a little bit of domination in a Hendricks front row car here this evening as that HendrickCars.com ride pointed in the right direction at the front of the field. Oh, man, this is going to be fun, Chad. This is going to be fun. Good luck, Stefanski boys, says Amy. Amy cheering on all the Stefanski boys out there on the racetrack is, like usual, man, when we get one of the Stefanskis into a series, we get a lot of the Stefanskis into the series, and that's not a bad thing. That is a great thing, as it's always amazing to see Jacob out there, Steve, and Evan, and, you know, when we can throw in some of the other guys, you know, when we get Cameron out there on the racetrack and everything else out there on the, the Monday Night All-Star Series. You know, we see 4 or 5 of them on a weekly basis. It's absolutely wild. It's so much fun to watch, you know, family out there duking it out with all the other amazing drivers in some of these series. And we see a few of them out here again tonight, having some fun, enjoying their nights, and, you know, hanging out, having fun together. And that's the big thing. Not only, you know, enjoying the time and, you know, being together as a family out there on the Speedway and on the simulator, but also having some fun being out there and making new friends, making new family here, you know, night after night after night. And Jacob right now, he may not be making any new family here this evening because we're all already family here in the Sweet Tees Redemption Tour, but he may be making some enemies as he's got a lot of fast cars back there behind him, and he's pulling away from the rest of the field out to over a 2nd lead now between himself and Dakota Brown. Brown right there in position. Number 2 is Matt Taylor. That Black Diamond Mafia number 15 ride rolling up to his back bumper, looking to try to take over position number 2, and Ty Dickinson right there ready to pounce as well. That Michelob Ultra Black Diamond Mafia Papa Mike Promotions ride up into position number 4 and looking for more as Steven Stefanski there in position number 5. These drivers doing a fantastic job here this evening, man. Some great racing already on the night as we do see Jacob Smith. He'll work himself around the 91 ride of Keith Hackney. Nathan Smith right there with them. That 88 ride, Jacob Smith working himself up through the field here. So we got a few Stefanskis, a few Smiths, a few Dickinsons out there on the racetrack. And you see Hackney out there. He's kind of by his lonesome crowd. Taylor and, Tyler Griffin all kind of just by themselves out there, single last name drivers that are in the field. Everyone else kind of, I don't know if Jacob and Nathan are family members or not, but they're the Smith last name, so they're together no matter what. As we do see Ty Dickinson unfortunately slide backwards here ever so slightly, going to go back into the 8th position. He's going to try to keep that car pointing in the right direction. Unfortunately lost a ton of momentum there. Gave up a lot of spots on the Speedway and falls all the way back to the 8th spot. He's got his brother Bryce Dickinson right there behind him as the E&D Farms his contact. They're in front of him. Heavy contact. Around goes the 15 right. That's the Steve's Lawn Care of Steven Stefanski. Tied up in that one. Looks like Matt Taylor in there as well, in some pretty heavy contact for both of those drivers. Front bumper absolutely tore off of that 15 machine. Not a straight body panel left on that ride. As we will take a look back and take a look and see what happened here, as I believe Matt Taylor trying to make that move around the 19 ride here Dakota Proud, he looks like he's going to make the pass, but you can see that car already starting to step out on him here. Getting onto the throttle, going through corner number 2, and unfortunately that rear end just kicks out. He's trying to counter steer it. Unfortunately, the car pulls back up to the outside, bounces off the door panel there, right on the numbers of the 19 ride. Nowhere to go as the 15s come together, and unfortunately 15 of Matt Taylor, the 15 of Steven Stefanski, both with some pretty heavy damage. Great heads-up driving there by Keith Hackney and Nathan Smith. Ty Dickinson getting a little contact into that one as well. Let's see if we can play this one back and look from the perspective here of Nathan Smith. And Smith rolling down into this one. He's not going to have a whole lot of time to really make moves and keep himself out of trouble here, but luckily enough, he's able to find a hole, and right here, the seas are going to part. Oh, things get tight there for him, and somehow he gets away with 0 contact. Let's see if it's a little closer there for Mr. Hackney as well out on the track, as Keith was able to just work himself through this one as well. As take another look back at it here. Hackney off of corner number 2, sees the contact here. He's getting low. Gotta get real low right there. Just barely avoids contact there with Matt Taylor. Wowzers, that's a couple very close calls there for a lot of these drivers, and unfortunately for Matt Taylor, unfortunately for Steven Stefanski, both with some pretty heavy damage there in that one. As we'll get them ready to roll here once again. I believe the 5 ride of Tyler Griffin looking for that wave around, looking to try to get a lap back here under this caution flag is Nathan Smith, Jacob Stefanski, Jacob Smith, Keith Hackney, Dakota Proud, Steven Stefanski, Bryce Dickinson, Ty Dickinson, Matt Taylor, our top 9 on the racetrack. Tyler Griffin should be in position number 10 and possibly going to get a lap back here before we go green flag racing again. Evan Stefanski also off the track here. I'm not sure what has happened to Evan Stefanski, but the 116 unfortunately has lost connection here to the server. So a tough break there for Evan, as we'll hopefully get him back out there on the racetrack before the night comes to a close. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, an absolutely great day here to be a racing fan as the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour back in action here tonight. Not a big field, but it's quality over quantity here in this one, and so far we've seen some great racing and some great quality out of these amazing drivers, some of the best in the business here this evening on the racetrack, looking to duke it out, ready to go to battle. They're going to have a lot of extra room to roll. They're going to have a lot of extra room to kind of maneuver, get some runs, make some passes, and be able to see if they can work themselves to the front of the field. We saw Jacob Stefanski jump out in front from that pole position and open up a big lead, and able to lead the first good handful of laps here on the evening before that first yellow flag. And he may not be done yet. He'll be restarting here in second, though. He's going to have to be up on top of the wheel, looking to try to make a move around that 99 ride of Nathan Smith. As Ty Dickinson says, that's a Michelob Ultra Moto motto, quality over quantity. Yeah, 100%. That's the logo, right? That's the logo right there. That's the motto. That's the logo. That's what they need. That's what they need. Put that in the next commercial. Put me in the next commercial. Michelob Ultra. I can do it. I can do it. Listen, Michelob Ultra, it's quality over quantity. No, it's quantity. No, it's not quantity over quality. Where am I going with this, chat? I don't know. We're going back to green flag racing, though. That's all I know. As out in front, Nathan Smith will get the restart here from the top spot, as he has Jacob Stefanski there to his outside. Jacob Smith down to his back bumper. Keith Hackney back there in fourth. Dakota Proud, Bryce Dickinson, Steven Stefanski, Matt Taylor, Ty Dickinson, and Tyler Griffin bringing up the rear of the field as Evan Stefanski still off the racing surface. A good restart there through the Geico restart zone for the 99 ride of Nathan Smith, as he's able to open up a little bit of a lead here. Unfortunately for Jacob Stefanski, he slides back to third in a quick hurry here, as Jacob Smith and Keith Hackney both able to work themselves around that number 2 machine. He's trying to battle back strong, though, as here comes Hackney to the point here. Contact Oh, Smith and Stefanski come together. Hard contact there for Jacob Stefanski, parked down low on the racetrack. We will see a caution flag fly here for the 2-ride as the HendrickCars.com machine. Heavy damage here. Both of those front tires pointed in the wrong direction on the racetrack, and heavy front end damage here. It's just unfortunately getting a little contact here. Him and Nathan Smith out of corner number 2. Not sure if Smith gets loose or the 2-ride comes off the track. Looks like Smith gets a little bit loose and washes down a little bit as the 2-ride also comes up the racetrack here. So a little bit of both ends unfortunately affecting these two drivers on the racetrack. See if we can get another good angle at this one as the 2 coming up, but he's trying to come up towards the door of the 99, not expecting the 99 to come off the wall there a couple feet. Unfortunately, they make contact right into the numbers for the 2-ride, and he goes right down the racetrack hard into that inside safer barrier. Tons of damage there for Jacob Stefanski, and luckily enough, he'll get a quick repair and get that car back out on the racetrack. Unfortunately, he's going to lose all the track position that he had here on the evening, so that is a very tough break there for that number 2 machinist. He's trying to get it down pit side. He's limping it around the racetrack and down towards that first pit stall on pit lane as Keith Hackney out in front here. Hackney picking right up where he left off here in the series as Michael Scott Spencer coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. John Schmidt coming in with that thumbs up on the broadcast as well. Jacob Smith also coming in with the share on the broadcast as we will get ready to go back to battle here at Dover International Speedway, the home of the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour. Here this evening as these drivers ready to roll. They are ready to go to battle here once again. We've seen already a couple quick caution flags. Drivers bouncing it off each other, beating and banging, battling out there on the racetrack. And going to open up the door here for some drivers to work themselves possibly towards the front of the field. And once you can get out in front, your car may be completely different as, that fresh air, getting, no dirty air off the other cars in front of you, being able to get out in front, having that first hit of downforce, the clean air on the nose of the ride, everything's working fine, and it can help your car go from very tight or very bad to very good just by having that track position. So getting yourself to the front of the field, seeing what you got, definitely something to try to gamble for, trying to get out there on the racetrack and see if you can maybe open up a lead and run away with a win here this evening as all these drivers out there on the racetrack, they're looking to knock this 91 ride not only off the top spot here this evening, but they're looking to end his dominance here in the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour. He wants to keep all these drivers back there at bay, and he's looking to pick up another checkered flag here in the series as we will get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the follow and subscribe button as we'll go back to green flag racing here in just a few more seconds. Michael Scott says, Keith, my man, Keith, a good driver. Yeah, Keith is a very talented driver no matter what he gets in, whether it's a asphalt ride or a dirt car. No matter what, that 91 ride always seems to find exactly what he needs out of these machines and finds himself a way towards the front of the field, and he's proved it again this evening as he's there in that top spot after kicking an EOL to start the evening. Finds himself at the front of the field. Jacob Smith right there in position number 2 here on that restart. The 84 Bryce Dickinson getting a great run, as well as the E&D Farms number 84 machine, the Papa Mike Promotions ride. They're in position number 3 is Dakota Proud, Steven Stefanski, Ty Dickinson, Jacob Stefanski, the 99 of Nathan Smith, Matt Taylor, our top 9 on the lead lap. Tyler Griffin back in position number 10, and Evan Stefanski, unfortunately, still off the racetrack in the 116. He's a Kyle Larson. Yeah, he's kind of like a Kyle Larson. I mean, that being said, I mean, he's maybe in the books to be a Kyle Larson on iRacing. You can't quite call the guy Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson is in a book of his own, and especially when it comes to real life racing. If he was able to do what he does, from the simulator into real life and do the same things that he's done on the simulator, then he could definitely be in that notebook. But unfortunately, the simulator is a completely different ballgame than being real life Kyle Larson, that is for certain. Hackney leads the way here. The Team Conti.gg, the Conti performance machine at the front of the field here. Didn't take him long to find his way to the point as Jacob Smith right there behind him in position number 2. The 88 ride, the Hot Lap Heroes machine, trying to work himself to the point here as well as he's trying to hunt down that 91. Bryce Dickinson, a great run here in position number 3 on the racetrack as Evan Stefanski says Jake works at Hendricks too. Jake works at Hendricks? Does he? I didn't know that. Was he? Does he? I thought Jake was from like New York. I didn't think he does he work at like the Hendricks shop in North Carolina, or does he work at like the Hendricks like an auto shop, like a car dealership, like an HendrickCars.com dealership kind of deal? That's very interesting. We don't have any HendrickCars.com or any Hendrick dealerships up here in Canada, or at least around my neck of the woods. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty neat thing, and it's pretty cool. I have another series that picks up again in a few more weeks on Tuesdays, a truck series, and I have one of the drivers in there. He's actually part of the crew for Chase Elliott, and he's trying to get Alan Gustafson's son into the series, and possibly try to network and get some cool things going with those connections into the Chase Elliott garage area. So it's pretty cool to see, and it's pretty cool to know that iRacing and real life racing, whether it's dirt or asphalt, the aspects that you get into are so cool, and the closeness you can build with a real life driver at any stage is pretty awesome. And I mean, I've personally ran with some of the World of Outlaw drivers on iRacing. I've ran with some of the NASCAR guys as well, and to be able to see them out there on the racetrack or anything else is pretty cool. Michael says, I live in Dawsonville, Georgia. Oh my gosh, a Dawsonville native. Oh my gosh, how does that siren sound when Elliott wins? Either Elliott. I don't know how old you are, Michael, so I don't know if you saw Bill Elliott win and were able to hear that one, but seeing that, all the videos and everything else of, Dawsonville and how they, celebrate and have everything with the Elliots is pretty amazing. And I mean, the whole community, by the looks of things, the whole community seems to be pretty into NASCAR racing and the Elliott family and everything else. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome, honestly. That's a super small world right there. Super small world. Absolutely amazing to have that. As Jacob Smith leads the way, Hackney there in position number 2. Bryce Dickinson still rolling there in 3rd as Steven Stefanski in position number 4, and looking for more as Ty Dickinson back there in position number 5. Nathan Smith in that 6th spot with Jacob Stefanski back in 7th. Dakota Proud there in 8th, and Matt Taylor rounding out our top 9. Tyler Griffin in the 10th position. Looks like Griffin has also taken his car back behind the wall and down to the garage area. So a tough break for the 5 machine here this evening. He says it sounds good, Michael. I love to hear that, man. That'd be a cool place to go see, and the history there of Dawsonville and everything else, and that'd be pretty cool to go see Dawsonville one of these days in my lifetime. Is my boy Duke Guy, how are you, brother? How are you this evening? Coming in, showing the big love with that heart reaction. How are you, dude? How are you, Brian? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful evening. As Michael says, I race a crate late model 602 class. Let's go. That's what we run up here for most of my local racetrack. They run this 602 crate late models. I think they run the 604s though now. I think they allow the 604 crates. the 602s, but I know that for a little while there was a lot of the 602 rides out there, and they're starting to get bigger and better. And trust me, there's some heavy hitters that travel all throughout the U.S. that are from my local area that I grew up, racing with and seeing out there on the racetrack. So that's pretty awesome. It's a rocket chassis. Let's go. You gotta love the rocket chassis, bro. They're heat. They're heat out there on the racetrack, man. They are heat. They're very well put together rides. They're very safe, very awesome chassis, and I've seen a lot of fast rocket chassis out there on the Speedway. Danny Smith, Danny coming in with the like on the stream. How are you, Danny? Danny coming in, dropping that thumbs up on the broadcast, as well as Jacob Smith leads the way here, still out in front, showing Keith Hackney how to get it done here. Possibly a driver here this evening at Dover International Speedway that may be able to knock the 91 ride off the top spot here tonight and end his reign as the, so far the dominating car of the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour. So it'll be wild to see if the 88 rider Smith can hold off that 91 ride here throughout the rest of the evening. But we still got a lot of laps left to go, as Michael says, I love it. Yeah. Always gotta love them rocket chassis, brother. As Hackney right there in second. Nathan Smith has worked himself up into third here as Bryce Dickinson slides back to position number 4. So Bryce, unfortunately, back into that 4th spot. He has a couple fast cats right there behind him, as here comes that HendrickCars.com number 2 of Jacob Stefanski, reeling him in the 2 ride. Up inside the top 5 here once again after bringing out that second caution flag of the day. The heavy damage to the front end of the 2 ride. It's good to see the crew getting that car back into one piece and almost picture perfect here again and rolling out there on the track, and enough speed to get him back up inside the top 5. We'll see if he can hang on to it or if he can work himself maybe back to the front of the field here. May need a caution flag or 2 to maybe get those opportunities to get right back into this thing. Steven Stefanski is cousin right there with them, trying to put the pressure on the back bumper of that 2 ride. It's the Steve's Lawn Care Sunrise Racing number 15 ride. They're in 6th, and we see that Michelob Ultra. Black Diamond Mafia, Sweet Tea Gang, Papa Mike Promotions 67 ride of Ty Dickinson. They're in 7th. Dakota Proud in the Black Diamond Mafia. Frosty's Automotive and number 19 ride. They're in 8th, and Matt Taylor in his Black Diamond Mafia, Papa Mike Promotions number 15 ride. They're in position number 9. Tyler Griffin and Evan Stefanski rounding out our field here, as we are quality over quantity here this evening at Dover International Speedway. These drivers put on a great show for us, some great racing here, and we're just kind of chilling, having some fun. As Cameron Stefanski says, laugh out loud, far from Larson. Laugh out loud, Larson wins in everything he touches in real life. Yeah, that's the big difference between Hackney and Kyle Larson. And from what I've heard, Heath was pretty good in real life racing for a little while as well, for what he was able to do and run and everything else. So, it's not out of picture that maybe he could go out there and take what he has from the simulator into the real life aspect of things, and vice versa. But definitely Larson can't quite be compared. Maybe the iRacing Kyle Larson, as in being able to win a lot of races and everything else, and not making comments, but he's definitely a very dominating driver, Mr. Hackney, out there on the racetrack, and he's dominated so far in this series. But right now, here at Dover International Speedway, does not have the best car out there, as Jacob Smith leads the way, showing him how to get it done. The 88 ride was able to take the race lead away from the 91 ride, and he was able to open up a little bit of a lead, but Hackney here trying to close it back in, trying to run that 88 ride back down. So maybe just a little bit of strategy being played from some of these drivers, trying to maybe, make a little bit of moves, make a little bit of, time out there, here and there, but you're just trying to save those tires, protect the car, keep yourself in the race and in position to make some moves later on in the run. Could open the door for you to make some moves and get to the front of the field in a quick hurry if you got way better tires than the rest of the drivers that are in front of you. As my boy Black Phoenix 843, Black Phoenix coming in showing the love. How are you, Charles? Coming in showing the love here in this one, dropping the like on the broadcast here, showing the love this evening over on the Facebook channel. I appreciate you, brother, coming in showing the love here tonight. As man, some great racing by all these drivers. These guys putting on a great show for us here, a great event again tonight, and we still got 3 more races here of the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour as well. So we'll be back in action with these drivers next Thursday, the Thursday after that, and our championship Thursday, 3 weeks away from now. So you guys don't want to miss any of that racing action. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the share and subscribe button if you're watching over on YouTube. Make sure you turn those bell notifications on all the channels. That way you never miss it when we go live here on PeaceMaker Gaming. So you never want to miss the amazing action that's happening here almost every single night of the week, and things are picking up. We're getting more and more series lined up. We're going to have more and more racing here over the next little while, and it's going to be pretty wild to see everything unfold in all these amazing events. We got some big ones happening this weekend. We got some more crazy action happening next week as well, with a couple new series getting back underway. So it's going to be pretty awesome racing here on PeaceMaker Gaming for the coming weeks, and you guys don't want to miss it. You guys want to be a part of it. You want to watch. You want to be able to cheer all these drivers on, whether or not it's your favorite driver, being able to tune in and maybe not cheer on the drivers, cheer on yours truly, Mr. Aaron Woods, up in the broadcast booth. You always want to cheer me on, as you know, every single like, comment, share all helps push the stream out to more and more people. It helps us grow the channel more and more and more, which allows us to, you know, be able to provide more cool things for our supporters, our paid supporters and subscribers and members over on YouTube and over on Facebook and Twitch and everything else. So the more we can grow, the more things we're able to do with all of the, you know, all those people and all the followers and everything else, that we can be able to put on really cool shows and be able to put on cool events and maybe start giving some merch giveaway and everything else. So make sure you guys hit that follow and subscribe button, and make sure you tune in, you know, nightly, even if it's just to pop by, say hello, drop a like, a share, or whatever it may be, just to kind of help us with that engagement. As we do see the 99 rider Nathan Smith, he's going to quickly make quick work here of that 91 rider Hackney, as Hackney was closing in on that 88 machine. Unfortunately now way off the pace, as Nathan Smith was able to blow by him there and up into position number 2. So it's a pair of Smiths at the front of the field. Jacob Smith leading the way, Nathan Smith there in second, Keith Hackney in position number 3, Bryce Dickinson there in 4th. He's got Steven Stefanski right there behind him in the Steve's Lawn Care Sunrise Racing number 15 car right there in that 5th spot. Jacob Stefanski in the Hendrick Cars.com number 2 ride in position number 6 with Dakota Proud, Matt Taylor, Ty Dickinson, Tyler Griffin, and Evan Stefanski rounding out the field. As unfortunately here, the Sweet Tea Gang ride, the Michelob Ultra Machine, the Black Diamond Mafia ride of Ty Dickinson up in the chat here says PC crashed again. The PC crashed again here for Ty Dickinson. Ty, my boy, can't be having these types of catastrophic failures, okay? Not on Sweet Tea Redemption Night. You can't be having these kind of failures, brother. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, brother. That is a tough break. Hopefully we can get that bad boy fired back up and rejoin the session and be able to still run some laps or anything else. Or, hey, if you want, I don't know if you're over in the Discord or anything, I'll pull you into the Discord and you can jump up here in the broadcast booth with me if you really want to. We can always pull you in and let you have some fun as well. I'd pull in Matt Taylor, but we don't want to pull Matty Boy in, as he may be, talking over the race channels or anything else, and, letting these drivers know certain things throughout the broadcast that we normally don't display. So we're not going to bug Matt Taylor down there in the race control area. We'll let him kind of focus on not only his race, but also focus on the race control aspect, as we see this battle at the front of the field starting to heat up here a little bit more. The Smiths 1 and 2. It's almost like Mr. and Mrs. Smith out there on the racetrack, except for they're both boys, so it's Mr. and Mr. Smith battling here, nose to tail at the front of the field. Jacob Smith, Nathan Smith first and second. A big dime down to the inside from the 99. Unfortunately, just looked like he got loose there out at corner number 2. Wasn't quite getting that run he needed to be able to make the move to try it go door to door down into corner number 3 with that 88 machine. Hackney already sliding back to about 3 seconds behind these drivers as the 91 ride trying to hold on to position number 3 as Steven Stefanski there in position number 4 and looking for more. Bryce Dickinson there in 5th as the E&D Farms number 84 ride rolls in that 5th position. Jacob Stefanski back there behind him in 6th. Matt Taylor and Dakota Proud will round out our lead lap drivers on the field as Ty Dickinson, Tyler Griffin, and Evan Stefanski still off the racetrack. But this battle that's brewing here at the front is starting to heat up a little bit more here in this one. Ty Dickinson says, Michelob Ultra, send me a new PC. Yeah, Michelob Ultra, get on it. Get this man a new PC, get him a new rig, get him a 10-year iRacing subscription, get him everything, okay? Get him everything, and get me a sponsorship as well while you're at it, Ty, and get me some free brews or some free merch and everything else display here on the broadcast. As Ty Dickinson says, I've heard Nathan Smith swings both ways. He can be the misses tonight. I wasn't going to go there. I would insinuate it, but I wasn't going to go there. You took it there, Ty. You took it there, brother. Okay, you took it there. Okay, that's wild. Okay, that's out of pocket right there, my boy. That's out of pocket for poor Nathan Smith. Okay, we apologize for Ty's actions. Nathan, I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing you. I don't care at all. You guys can duke it out. We'll and pay-per-view it on in Netflix, just like a Logan Paul and Mike Tyson fight, or Jake Paul, or whichever Paul it is. Listen, if they give me $1 million in a year and a half to train, I will fight them any location, anytime, anything. I will fight them 18 times as we see the 88 ride get super loose there. Out at corner number 2, he's trying to hang on to it, trying to keep it rolling here. No caution flag as of yet. A heartbreaker for the 88 machine as he's going to take that car right down pit side here to get some work done to it. Is no yellow flag on the speedway. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was a wild turn of events for Jacob Smith. Goes from hero to zero in a split second down the back straightaway. That is a tough break there for that 88 machine after leading a bunch of laps here through the first half of this race. Says, man, this race has been flying by as these drivers are clicking off the laps here in quick concession. Only a little bit to go as Jake going to put it on Tyson. Tyson's like 60 years old. Why are they fighting a 60-year-old person, bro? Okay, I understand it's Mike Tyson, and all it's going to do is create, you know, pay-per-view sales or merch sales or, you know, ticket sales for the venue and whatever else. It's just a money scheme, man. And you got to know when it comes down to just putting on a show for money, that stuff's going to be scripted, okay? That stuff is totally scripted, and there's no way Mike Tyson is going down no matter what. Okay, that guy's got an iron chin, even at 60, 70 years old. He's not going down. He's going to be standing up the whole time. It's going to go down to a decision, and they'll probably give it to Tyson, even if he doesn't look like he's winning it or vice versa. It's going to go to Tyson. He's not taking an L on his record to fight somebody after, what, 30 years of being in retirement? He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that, bro. He's not doing that. He liked to bite ears, too. Yeah, you might see that happen again. I'm not 100% sure, but we might see that. I think I might have saw the script, and it may just happen as Ty says Hackney saving himself some tires, getting ready for green flag pit stops. Time to dice things up. PC won't fire up. It's toast. Oh no! Oh no, Ty. It's not toast. It's not toast. You can make toast on it, but it's not toast. That is for certain. As John Schmidt says, Tyler just pull the plug, count to 10, and plug it back in. Hey, honestly, that works 90% of the time. And if you were to call customer support, that's exactly what they'd probably tell you to do. Unplug it, let it sit there for a couple minutes. I don't know the last time you blew it out or anything else time, but it may be overheating. They tend to want to shut off by themselves if they start to overheat. So you might want to get some you know, compressed air in a can, and you know, so it's not wet or anything else. And blow it in there, blow out your graphics card, blow the whole thing out, make sure that it's nice and clean, and that way it can run fluently and not overheat. You don't want that thing to overheat. I can feel the exhaust fan of my PC going right now, and it's running at like maybe 3 degrees, maybe 5 degrees. It's not hot at all, okay? It's a mild, nice mild temperature, and it's not hot. So that's what you want. You don't want these bad boys overheating. And Ty says, if anyone wants to GoFundMe $1,200 to continue my crappy iRacing career, hit me up. Michelob Ultra, cough, 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 cough. Hearing PeaceMaker say blow that many times can turn anyone on. Listen, Linda, listen. I can turn anybody on. I can do that for you. I'm just kidding, chat. I'm just kidding. Whoa. We're taking it too far here, chat. Okay, we're taking it too far. Listen, I told you guys at the start of this broadcast, we're going to have some fun. We're going to be joshing around. We're going to be chit-chatting with you throughout the broadcast. Obviously, we don't have an enormous amount of cars out there on the raceway, and things, you know, to a certain point aren't super insane out there, okay? It's not super crazy out there on the racetrack, so we're having some fun. We're having some fun with the broadcast here this evening. We're not taking it, you know, 100% serious. This isn't going to put us on the map for NASCAR. I'm not getting the ticket to go down pit road as a pit road reporter or up in the booth with, you know, Dale Earnhardt or Dale Jarrett or any of the other Dales that are in the broadcast booths or anything else. So we're going to have some fun with it here this evening. We're going to make you guys laugh. We're going to put some smiles on your faces, as we always like to do. And we're going to be, you know, just chilling, watching these guys battle it out there. And every once in a while, we may break and, you know, put on a little bit of a show and see everything that's happening. As we do see green flag pit stops underway. We do see Jacob Stefanski down pit side in his number 2 ride as the crew goes to work there for that 2 machine. But right now, it's Nathan Smith. He's out in front, and he's got a 10-second lead right now between himself and Keith Hackney. So I'm not sure what the game plan is for the 91 ride, but Hackney still rolling in second, but 10 seconds between himself and the 99 ride. Steven Stefanski back there in position number 3. Matt Taylor there in position number 4 and looking for more. Jacob Smith there in 5th as he was one of the first cars to come down pit side for green flag pit stops after he lost it out at corner number 2, gave up that race lead, came down pit side, got that car fixed up, got some new tires. He's rolling back out there on the racetrack, and he's running some of the quickest lap times, but he's back in position number 5. He's a lap down, and he needs everyone else to you know, come in and pit. Momo Bear says what happened to Bryce, that he is 2 laps down. So Brycey Bear has made a green flag pit stop. So he came in, had that green flag pit stop, and as he did that, that allowed you know, obviously our race leaders were able to lap him a couple times, and they haven't came down pit side yet, but we do see the caution flag fly, and now this could be a tough break for a lot of the other drivers out there on the racetrack, as this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be very, very wild, because our race leaders have not came down pit side yet, and this may trap a lot of our competitors down a lap. They may be able to take that wave around, but we believe that is going to keep them stuck a lap or 2 down here, so that's going to be pretty wild. That could be crazy here, as Bryce says car was broke. Car was broke. Bryce, the car wasn't broke. What are you talking about, Willis? Car wasn't broke. Let's play it back here. That car was perfectly fine. He just made a green flag pit stop. The car wasn't broke. He came in down pit road. Car was fine. Just green flag pit stops out there on the speedway. There's the 84. He's coming in. He's going down pit side, but we do see the caution flag fly. So we will take a look and see what happened here, as it looks like Keith Hackney in the 91 ride. He might have an issue with this one, because who is this? What is this? Get this bot out of here. Get out of here, Nain. What the fuck? Bots, bro. Bots. PeaceMaker gaslighting everyone. Sometimes you just gotta spit on that thing, okay? Listen, I saw that on Keith's car the other day. I had no clue what that reference was. I haven't been on TikTok in like, I don't even know how long. I went on today, but I haven't been on TikTok in like probably like 3 months. And I didn't know what that reference was. I had to Google that shit, okay? I had to Google that shit to see what that was. I had to Google it because I had no clue. As Bryce says, his car was broke. It may have broken here as... No, I thought maybe Brycey Bear did us all a favor and took Hackney out. I'm just kidding, Keith. I'm just kidding. But unfortunately there, the 91 ride is getting very, very loose there through corner 3 and 4. And unfortunately, he is going to go around. Let's see if we can jump right on board here with this 91 ride and take a look and see what happened as I'm trying to counter steer it, trying to hang on to it. Unfortunately, just can't do it enough. And that is not a sight you want to see. As he's going around backwards, getting a good look at all the fans in the stands here at Dover International Speedway, going for a power slide there through quarter number 4 in a tough break there for that 91 ride. Yes, Bryce, we did see you pass him. I did see you pass him, okay? Yeah, he did have the fresher tires, and he did have old tires, and he was also spinning right there to not battle. But yes, we saw it, okay? Very commendable move right there. Very commendable race right there. You know, that was very impressive. Very impressive. As Ty says, same Hawk 2. Still passed him. That is correct. You still passed him, yes. Was it for position? No. But did you make the pass? Yes, that is correct. Hackney got nervous to see Dickinson pass him for once. I think that's anybody on the speedway, honestly. Honestly, Ty, if I was racing, I would be very nervous having you guys around me out there as well. Okay, I've seen enough of you guys wrecking cars in these broadcasts to know to maybe keep my eye out a little bit extra and be a little cautious around that 67 and 84 car, especially if I'm out there, because I know one of you two are going to be giving me a bump or two, that's for certain. It's Cody Olson, my boy Cody, coming in, dropping the like on the stream as well. How are you, Cody? Cody coming in, showing the love here in this one with that thumbs up on the broadcast as we will get ready to rock and roll. We'll get ready to go back to green flag racing as Ty says not many cars. If anyone is watching, sign up for this damn league. It's a blast. Yeah, this is a fun league, man. It's not the same thing over and over again. It's not the same car over and over again or the same style of racetracks. It's different cars every single night of the week. You know, well, not every night, but every week of the series. It's a different car, different racetrack, different circumstances, and it can really showcase talents on, you know, each and every driver and different cars out there. And, you know, some drivers may be not so good in the cup cars, but maybe very good in the trucks or the SRX rides. So, you know, it really showcases the different abilities and how good drivers are in all different series here in iRacing. Is out in front, Nathan Smith, a good restart here. He's got the 91 rider, Keith Hackney, though, right there on his back bumper. Is here comes Jacob Smith. Smith trying to get back towards the front of the field here as well as the Hot Lap Heroes machine right there in position number 3. 1, 2, and 3. He can throw a blanket over him as Hackney makes the move down to the inside. He's looking to make the pass on the 99. He's going to clear him there through 1 and out of 2 and down the back straightaway here. We get a new race leader as Keith Hackney out in front. That number 99 ride, though, going to try to battle back here as Hackney watches up the racetrack through quarter 3 and out of quarter number 4. The 99 going to get back down to his inside, looking to get to that left rear quarter panel. Just couldn't quite get the run that he needed to try to battle these drivers here in this one. As he's going to get another opportunity in corner 1 and 2 as Hackney and Nathan Smith battling out there on the racetrack. Door to door down into corner number 3 as here comes Jacob Smith, the other Smith in the field to join in this one. As Steven Stefanski back there in position number 4 and looking for more. He is the last driver on the lead lap as Bryce Dickinson scored as the first car 1 lap down. Jacob Stefanski also scored a lap down if they're on the racetrack as well. Dakota Proud, Matt Taylor, Ty Dickinson, Tyler Griffin, and Evan Stefanski rounding out the field here this evening. As out in front, Nathan Smith able to take that race lead back away from the 91 ride, as here comes Jacob Smith down to the inside of the 91 ride of Keith Hackney. Hackney and Jacob Smith door to door, but a good run there through 1 and 2 in the 88 ride will work himself up into that second position on the racetrack. There's some great racing here in this one, as where is Keith running right now? Keith is running in position number 3. I could have read that a little while ago. He was in first, and then he was in second, then he was in third, and he's trying to hang on to third right now, and it's going to be pretty wild. As Ty says, Brycey Bear, if you pass Hackney again, I'll give you $1 and a case of Michelob Ultra. $1 and a case of Michelob Ultra. That's a win-win right there, Brycey Bear. That's a win-win right there. He may get an opportunity, as we just saw Hackney pancake that outside fence there at a quarter number 4. Maybe a little bit of damage on that 91 ride now. We'll have to wait and see how that car will continue to handle after that contact gets very loose there at a corner number 2. So that car's starting to break free, starting to struggle. Here again, we saw him spin out, bring that last caution flag out. So he may have his work cut out for him, and that may open the door for Bryce Dickinson to maybe make a pass around that 91 right again. Unfortunately for Bryce, he is a lap down, so it won't be for position, but it could be for $1 and a case of Michelob Ultra. John Schmidt says, Tyler, get your Schmidt together. Grandma is watching too. Grandma Schmidt is watching. Grandma Schmidt in the house. Oh my gosh. Grandma, how are you this evening? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful Thursday. I mean, probably the latest I've known any grandma to stay up 100%. It's 10:24 Eastern time, so I guess you guys are Central. So it's only 9:25, 9:24 right now, so not too late, I guess. But definitely, I know my grandmas, they tend to go to bed at like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, something crazy like that. It's always wild to see their routines when they were with me. As Ty says, John Schmidt, oh great, sorry Grandma, I need a new PC. Grandma, do not get him one. This a family league? Pretty much, Chris. Pretty much a family league. There's Jacob Smith and Nathan Smith. There's Steven Stefanski, Jacob Stefanski, Evan Stefanski, and then we have Bryce Dickinson and Ty Dickinson. So I don't know if Jacob and Nathan are family or not, but they do have the same last name. But pretty much it's the same last name kind of game out there on the racetrack. So if you got any muses out there, you guys can team up and join the league. No, I'm just kidding. Chris, you can join the league no matter what, brother. You can join the league no matter what. It's not a family league. It's a fun league. These guys go out there and have a good time every single Thursday night at 9 o'clock Eastern time. The lobby opens, 8 Central. Qualifying's at 8:30 Central time, 9:30 Eastern time. If you're interested, brother, let me know. I'll get you in there. I see a lot of the same names laugh aloud. I know Ty Dickinson, normally a dirt guy. Normally, all of these guys are dirt guys. That's for certain. Jacob Smith, Nathan Smith, Hackney, Steven Stefanski, Bryce Dickinson, which is Ty's brother, Jacob Stefanski, Dakota Proudback, Tyler Griffin, Evan Stefanski, Ty himself. They all come from the dirt side, but like majority of iRacing dirt community right now, a lot of people are fed up with it. A lot of people aren't having a whole lot of fun over there. Not a whole lot of leagues that are happening. There's not a whole lot of anything that's happening over on the dirt side of things, and really no new content or new things to really be intriguing to the dirt side of fans. And we've seen numerous amounts of the dirt community go from the dirt side of things down to the asphalt side of things. They still race dirt on the occasion in some of the leagues and everything else, and even in this league there is a couple dirt races, but these guys have been having a lot of fun trying their hand at the asphalt stuff, whether it's the Cup cars or the NASCAR trucks or SRX or any of those other things. They've been having some fun, testing the waters with some of the different things that iRacing has to offer, which is always amazing to watch. And we see a great battle out there on the racetrack right now as the Smiths are continuing to run nose to tail. Best battle on the racetrack, hands down here, with only 14 laps left to go. 13 this time by the start finish line. They're door to door here, down across the line, as Nathan Smith was able to edge out in front over of Jacob Smith here, as Jacob Smith in the 88, Nathan Smith in the 99 ride. Hackney back in position number 3 as Steven Stefanski there in the 4th spot on the racetrack. Bryce Dickinson back in position number 5. Jacob Stefanski there in 6th. Dakota Proud in the Throttle Down Motorsports number 19 ride, rolling there in 7th. Matt Taylor, unfortunately, already off the racing surface. So isn't Ty Dickinson. So isn't Tyler Griffin and Evan Stefanski here on the evening. As Smith and Smith 1 and 2 on the racetrack. I'll let you decide for which one is which, as Ty Dickinson says Grandma Schmidt doesn't sleep. She's up until 2, wakes up at 3, ready to fight, Oh gosh, that's awesome. That's amazing. He goes to bed at 2, up at 3. That's my sleeping schedule. But I'm definitely never ready to fight. That is for certain. Especially not at 3 a.m. I'm ready to try to fall back asleep for 7 more hours. As Chris Muse says, I see a lot of the same names, laugh loud. Yeah, you know Ty. I don't know if you've seen any of these other guys, but they've been in a lot of the other asphalt leagues that we have here on the channel. And Mama Bear says, we are all family. Absolutely love that, Mama Bear. Absolutely love that. Papa Mike says, sorry, I'm late getting here. Papa Mike, listen, you didn't miss much. Papa Mike. We saw Evan Stefanski lost connection. I'm not sure if it was internet-wise or what happened to Evan. He left early. Tyler Griffin had a couple issues out there on the racetrack. He took his car down behind pit wall and into the garage. Ty Dickinson, Ty, Sweet Tea Gang, your son, he ran into some PC issues. His PC shut off on him, and unfortunately, that has him still back down pit lane. I'm not sure what happened to Matt Taylor out there either, but we do see another caution flag fly, and Jacob Stefanski currently looks like he's going to be the driver that brings out this caution flag. The 2-ride who led a lot of laps early in this race run into issues here off of corner number 2, gets very loose, trying to hang on to it. Unfortunately, once that car starts to go around, he just cannot stop it and gets backwards up into the outside fence, stop there on the racetrack. And as soon as he comes to a stop there with the 19 ride rolling up towards him, the officials pulling that caution flag out of the bag in, making sure that everyone is safe out there on the racetrack. So a late race restart will be underway here as, a little fake out there. The 99 ride stays out on the racetrack, and look at this. Bryce Dickinson up on the high side here. Unfortunately, Bryce is a lap down, but Bryce Dickinson, yes, I can confirm, he did pass Keith Hackney. So Ty Dickinson owes Bryce Dickinson $1 in a case of Michelob Ultra. Ty, you said the next time he passes Keith Hackney that you would give him those 2 things. You did not specify whether or not it was during the caution flag or whether or not Keith was down pit side or not out there on the racetrack. So by my notes, Brycey Bear's getting paid and he's getting some brews here this evening. From Ty Dickinson, that Michelob Ultra going to come in handy here for the 84 ride. He's going to get a little wave around right there, and looks like he may work himself back onto the lead lap, and he may pass Keith Hackney here on the lead lap too. There's still lots of time, as Ty says, you don't mess with Grandma Schmidt. She's crazy. He says. Jeff Dickinson coming in with the heart reaction as well. How are you, Jeff? Jeff coming in showing the big love. Chris Muse with the like as well on the broadcast. How are you, Mr. Muse? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful day. And Ty says, congratulations, Bryce. You win $1 and a case of Michelob Ultra. Listen, that's a good day for anybody in my books, okay? Any day you can get paid and get a case of Michelob Ultra, that is a win in the, check that one off the list. The bucket list right there, that is a winning day when you can end it getting those things given to you. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to have happen to you. I wish that could happen to me every single day. As we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing, does look like out in front, Nathan Smith did not come down pit side here, so late race pitting strategy here. Possibly some fresh tires on the cars back there behind him. Can Nathan Smith hold them off? Or can Jacob Smith, Keith Hackney, Bryce Dickinson Jacob Stefanski, Steven Stefanski, Dakota Proud find a way to jump up here and maybe take this race lead away from the 99. Bryce says, I've smacked the wall a few times. No promises, no promises. Listen, Bryce, you've already earned yourself. You already earned yourself $1 this evening and a case of Michelob Ultra. You've already won, brother. Just park the car. You've already won. Okay, don't ruin your chances or give it away. Just park it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Stay out there and see if we can get you up here on the broadcast booth before the end of the evening, brother. Let's see if we can get you up here. Peacemaker, if you ask the top 3 to give their best Hawk Top impression, you get $1 and a case of Michelob Ultra. Listen, I will definitely ask them to do it. I don't even care. I will ask them to do it. What am I going to do? Get in trouble by myself? I'm going to get myself in trouble. Aaron, you've taken it at a line. I've said it like 15 times already tonight. I will ask them 100%. That's for certain. If there's any Christian or family members in here or young children, please do exit the broadcast at this point. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, chat. I'm just kidding. Everyone can stay. We're not going to take it too far. Trust me. So we'll get ready to roll here. We'll get ready to go back to green flag racing in just a few more moments, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a good time here as the laps have counted down and things you'll forget. I'm not going to forget. If I'm going to get $1 in a case of Michelob Ultra, there's no way I'm going to forget that. Ain't no way I'm going to let that one slip by, okay? I ain't going to fumble the bank like that, okay? Listen, I'm young and hip. I know the slang. I know the slang, okay? I'm young and hip. I may have a broken hip and a broken back, but trust me, I know the slang, okay? Alrighty. As we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing, Nathan Smith out in front. The Heartland Harley-Davidson House of Speed Papa Mike Promotions number 99 ride down through the Geico restart zone. He's going to put the hammer down and look to run away with it, but gets loose here. Spins the tires. They're 3 wide down across the line. Quickly, Keith Hackney going to fill that inside lane as he drives it down deep into corner number 1. Slides up in front of Jacob Smith. Smith now going to take a look quickly down to the inside here, trying to stay right there on the back bumper of that 91 ride. As Hackney looking to try to pick up yet again another checkered flag. Jacob Smith trying to knock him off that top spot. Steven Stefanski back in position number 3 with Nathan Smith sliding all the way back to 4th as our race leader at that restart, unfortunately spinning the tires, not being able to get up to speed quick enough and losing a few spots here right off the get-go of that restart. Jacob Smith back there in position number 5 with Bryce Dickinson back in 6th. Dakota Proud in 7th with Matt Taylor, Ty Dickinson, Tyler Griffin, and Evan Stefanski rounding out the field. As out in front, it's the Team Conti Grip Hackney line. Papa Mike Promotions NLR line of Mr. Hackney that leads the way, but here comes Jacob Smith. Smith down low looking to make the move here as the Hot Lap Heroes. Crow Towing number 88 ride looking to try to jump up here and take that race lead away from the 91 ride. As the laps continue to clack down, they are door to door here at a corner number 2. Hang on to it, Jacob Smith almost going around. Steven Stefanski now running into issues, hard into the outside fence, hard into the inside wall, and unfortunately the Steve's Lawn Care number 15 ride, heavy damage as he's going to take it down pit side. Oh, tough break there for Mr. Stefanski on the racetrack as he does take his car down pit road as 91 ride out in front. The 88 of Jacob Smith right there in position number 2 as Smith trying to work himself into this race lead. Got very loose, setting it down low underneath the 91 ride. And that's maybe what caused the 15 of Steven Stefanski to get a little bent out of shape where he made contact there with that outside and inside wall as he was maybe being a little precautious of what was going on with the 88 ride. But he was able to save it, and you look back there a little farther, you see this 2 ride of Jacob Stefanski. He's been able to work himself now up into 3rd. So Jacob Stefanski trying to poke his nose into the battle towards the front of the field here as well. He led a lot of laps early in this race. Unfortunately, had some issues, got spun around, had to go down pit side, get some work done to that 2 ride. And he's been trying to battle back ever since then. Unfortunately, got trapped there a lap down during the green flag pit stops, and he's worked himself back to the lead lap and back towards the front of the field as the white flag has been displayed. So one more time around for the 91 of Keith Hackney. Hackney washes up the racetrack looking for a big run. Here at a quarter number 2 is the 88 of Jacob Smith. Tracks him down ever so slightly. Gonna both send it into the bottom side here at corner number 3 and out at quarter number 4 for the final time. Here this evening, it's Keith Hackney who picks up the checkered flag again in the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour. Hackney able to get the win and get the 91 ride back up into victory lane here at Dover International Speedway. Jacob Smith there in position number 2, and Jacob Stefanski gonna come home there in position number 3. What a run and what a drive, what a performance here by each and every one of these drivers as they put on a heck of a show for us here in this one, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Give it up here for our race winner, Mr. Hackney, and our top 3 drivers here on the evening. As man, that was a lot of fun and a heck of a performance here by each and every one of these drivers. Mama Bear says, way to go, Keith Hackney. Hackney with a great run and a great drive right there. The 91 machine very fast all evening long. We'll get ready to pull him up into the booth here for his post-race interview. Let's see if we can get these top 3 into the waiting room here. We do see Jacob Smith jumping in there, waiting on Hackney and Jacob Stefanski to jump in there as well. So we'll wait and see if we can get our race winner in there here. He's still celebrating down pit side. Have to wait and see if we can get Mr. Hackney up into the booth here before long. Hopefully we get him in there. Steven says, man, I got nervous when they went sideways in front of me. Yeah, Steven, we saw that. We saw that. Unfortunate break. That's kind of what I thought happened to you because you were running very, very smoothly, very good there in that 3rd spot. And when Jacob Smith got super loose at a corner number 2, it wasn't until about midway through the straightaway that we saw you run into issues. So I think you were just kind of reacting to what was happening in front of you, and unfortunately, as you were reacting to the 88 ride getting very sideways, you kind of got yourself into the wall and then put yourself into that situation, which is a tough break, brother. Tough break out there. All right, we're going to get ready to get you guys our race winner as Keith Hackney waiting down pit side here as Ty says, side note, make sure to thank the top 3 for showing up, upsetting with the poor showing. I hope they all had a blast. Yeah, well, hopefully, I'm sure they all did, man. That was a lot of fun. I'm sure those drivers were out there having a lot of fun in this one as well. As we'll get ready to pull them in here to the broadcast booth as Hackney waiting patiently down pit side. Hey, Keith, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Keith, man, what a run, what a drive here for you in this one, man. A bit of a wild evening. Not a lot of cars. Yeah, a lot of time and a lot of laps to work yourself through these drivers and make some passes, have some fun out there on the racetrack, and try to work some strategy. We saw you go around there, just past the midway point of this race, and from that point on, you were able to kind of get a couple pit stops, get those tires back underneath of you, and you were able to duke it out and battle there with Jacob Smith and Nathan Smith for a lot of laps as you guys battled there late in this one. You were able to use that last restart to open up that door and put yourself in front of the field and run away with this.
Yeah, man, I felt really good in qualifying. I think it was 2/10 faster than everybody, I think. And obviously I told him I was going to start in the rear. What does it matter? And I set up a little different than what we did when we was here with the other league that I used to run here. And I don't know. I think with the track being as hot as it was like 120 something degrees, and I still set up 2 free as far as like my master cylinders, which I thought it was good because I ran a 30 lap run in practice and I felt good, but evidently like really up to pace like that, I wasn't where I needed to be, and I was doing everything I could to try to save the right rear. And when I spun out, my right rear was already gone, and then when Bryce right there got in front of me, I guess I got his dirty air going in the corner, and it just, it started looping, and I just went ahead and spun it all the way out. But I think for sure Jacob was definitely better than me. I just timed that restart really good, and Nathan didn't take tires on that last restart, so he spun the tires, and so yeah, Jacob got underneath me right there. I think 1 or 2 laps or whatever it was, and I was doing everything I could just to. I mean, obviously I was giving him room, but I was trying to pin him down a little bit. Which he raced me clean. We never touched, so kudos to him for that. But if he would have passed me right there, I was not getting around him. So I don't know, man. I did not feel good tonight. Granted, we didn't really have nobody show up, so it was a lot of green flag runs, which I expected. Um, but I just wished I would have set up a little bit tighter because if I would have set up a little bit tighter, um, I think the outcome would have been a whole lot different, like throughout the race, just like it was in the other league that we ran. So.
Absolutely, but a great run and a great day here at Dover International Speedway for herself as you're able to pull that 91 ride back up into victory lane. Another win here in the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour. Keith, who would you like to thank for such a great run here tonight?
Just shout out to Bryce and Nathan. Nathan was really fast tonight. I really thought he was gonna walk away with. I mean, he was pulling me like a second a lap. Once he got by me and Jacob there. Um, so that was a good showing for him, even though he's like half in and half out on these cars. Shout out to Bryce. He was doing fairly well as well. And then shout out to everybody who actually decided to stick with it and come run tonight. I granted, I know this league is not going to be a thing no more after we finish these last couple of races up. So I mean, there's a lot of people signed up for this league, but nobody's showing up, and I don't know. I have mixed emotions on that because I mean Ty's a good guy, and stay loyal to him, stay loyal to this league, and get the car counts up for these last couple of races, and just try to finish it out with a bang. But other than that, NLR, House of Speed, Team Conti, Grip Hackney Live, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Papa Mike, Mama Bear, you for doing this amazing broadcast. I'm sure it was probably boring for you up in the booth tonight. Um, and yeah, that's about it.
Absolutely. Well, it was a great run, and it was a great time for me up here in the booth. We had a lot of fun with it, joshing around with everyone in the chat and everything else. Kind of, not being as serious race because, it would have been fairly boring if I would have just called it like it is. I mean, you can go through the field pretty quickly when there's only, 8 or 9 cars that are left out there rolling around the racetrack. So not a whole lot to converse about, but we had some fun up here. We joshed around, and we got one challenge to do here as well before the end of your Victory Lane interview, Keith. We saw you sporting the car there the other night. Can you give us your best Huck to impression?
Oh man, uh, all kinds of stuff. So we'll go with that. But one thing I want to add, I didn't say, I feel like I've hit a gear here these last couple of races, been showing a lot more speed, been running up front. Not just necessarily this league, obviously, we know how that's been going, but the other competition and stuff like that. And I feel really good on the asphalt stuff now. Due to unfortunate circumstances, I am changing leagues. I guess the other guys are going to stick with the trucks and the cup. So I told them to, so they can keep on doing their thing, and hopefully, they have a good showing for the team. But I know Mama Bear was asking me this like 2 nights ago. I just want to let you know I am running Sim 500 Xfinity on Sunday nights and Cup on Monday nights. So we're going to take our talents elsewhere. There's a lot more competition over there. We're going to see where we can stack up with them guys.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, we always hate to see you, leave a league or anything else, not see you out there on the racetrack almost every night. But it's always nice to see when you're able to switch and find some more competition, maybe different drivers to stretch your knowledge and your know-how and your experience here on the simulator and strive for bigger, better things. Always a good thing, and it sucks to see you go, but it's always good as well to see you strive in anything you do here on the simulator and in real life as well. So good luck to you in all those races, and I'm sure all these other leagues that we put on, everything else, we'll still see you out here week after week after week with a lot of these different leagues, and I'm sure we'll see you right back up here in Victory Lane picking up wins as well.
Oh, for sure, man. One thing to add to that is just that, I've always said this and I'll say it again. Like you're only as good as who you race against. And there are some good guys in every league that I've run in, and including this one. Like I said tonight, Jacob was flying. Um But me as a driver and as a person on this sim, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And damn it, I want to go beat the best. I don't care what league it is because, like I told you, I don't run a league without winning a race. And I want to just further more my experience along that side and just run with a completely different group of guys, and gain that knowledge and gain those friendships and or rivals, obviously, because I know that'll probably happen. But it's always good for the sim, to see all these different guys coming together and from different backgrounds, whether it's dirt or rally or road or cup or whatever it is, and just to see all them guys get together in one league. I mean, it's unreal to kind of show that they can put on. And I want to do that for myself. And who's to say that some of these guys on our team won't transfer over maybe to running them or them other cars as well. So all in all, I'm happy with the decision that I made, that they made, whatever it was. I'll keep my other opinions to myself, but I'm happy to move forward, and I will probably be in several races that you broadcast here in the near future.
Absolutely, brother. A great run and a great performance here for yourself tonight, and we can't wait to see you in all those other races and all the other ventures you go on. And I'm sure we'll see highlights and videos and everything else of some of your you know probably, I'm gonna assume, some great accomplishments over there in Sim 500 and all the other leagues as well.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and congratulations again on the checkered flag here in the Sweet Tea Redemption Tour.
Thank you, man.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our race winner, Mr. Keith Hackney. Hackney gave a good hawk too right there. I'm not going to lie, Ty, he gave a good hawk too. And Mama Bear says, I will be watching. Always love to see that. Always love to see, the family, supporting all the drivers and everything else, and everyone, cheering each other on. No matter where they race or who's broadcasting or anything else, it's good to see the support out there. Ty says, Hackney 3 out of 5. That was a good one. That was a good one right there. Papa Mike says, congratulations to Keith as well, as we're going to get ready to pull our second place finisher, up into the broadcast booth. Our second place driver, Mr. Jacob Smith here. We're going to pull Jacob up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Jacob, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Jacob, man, a great run and a great job here this evening, man. The 88 ride, very, very fast out there. We saw you lead some laps. We saw you duking it out, battling with, Nathan Smith and Hackney here through those closing laps. And unfortunately, just, the one good run you got underneath Keith late in this race, you got very, very loose. Almost lost it there out of corner number 2 as you were looking to try to go door to door with them there down the back straightaway. And unfortunately, I think just the loss of momentum right there, you just couldn't quite make that track position back up to be able to hunt down the 91 and make a move like that again.
Yeah, once I got sideways at 2, I realized I used up all of those tires. I was pushing it those last 8 laps trying to catch Keith, but no, overall I had a blast. Got the lead laps, got to say I could outrun Keith Hackney for a little bit, so that's a big positive. Nathan Smith, I don't know what he found late in that run when we had that long green flag run, but he was just gone. So I had fun. Wish it could have ended up just one spot better, but second time I've raced in this league, and second time I've come second to Keith Hackney. So maybe third time's a charm next week. We'll just see what happens.
Absolutely. Third time may be the charm, man, but a heck of a run and a heck of a drive here for you today as you park the 88 run up on the podium in position number 2. Jacob, who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here at Dover International Speedway?
Nah, I just gotta thank you guys over at Hot Lap Heroes for giving me the time to run over here, do this league race, help me get prepped up for this race. Gotta thank Center Street Automotive for coming on board. Gotta thank Marcos Moose Ranch Hair Care and Tire Center for making me look good with this wrap. But other than that, man, just ready to get back after it next week.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see you back if they're on the racetrack. But we got one challenge up here in the chat as well. As we were talking here throughout the broadcast. Got a little bit of a competition going on here for the top 3. And what we need you to do is we need your best Hawk to impression here on the broadcast.
Oh, man. Hawk Tour.
All right. Maybe lacking a little enthusiasm there, but we'll take it. Jacob, congrats on the second place run, brother, and we hope to see you back up here on the broadcast booth next week and maybe right up here in the top spot.
I appreciate it, man. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thanks, buddy.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there. Jacob Smith coming home in position number 2. A great run and a great drive there for the 88 ride. As we'll get ready to pull in our third place finisher. It's another Jacob. It's Jacob Stefanski coming home here in position number 3. Let's see if we can pull Jacob into the broadcast booth. Hey, Jake, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Jake, man, a great run and a great drive here for you in that HendrickCars.com machine as we saw you lead a lot of laps early in this race. Then, obviously, we saw the contact there. You ended up getting in and a little bit of door contact with the 99 ride of Nathan Smith. You wash down the racetrack here, heavy damage to the front end. You get the car repaired. You're trying to roll. You're trying to keep it underneath of you. You kind of get lapped there, though, during those green flag pit stops on timely caution flag, not letting that cycle through. Kind of put you behind the 8 ball there till late in this race when you're able to get back onto the lead lap and work yourself back up for a solid third-place finish and a good recovery here on the evening.
Yeah, I was just kind of, riding. The first, few laps of the race, car felt good, and honestly, I was just trying to keep it underneath me because I ran a few practice laps here right before, and I couldn't even complete a lap because these things are just so tricky on this track. But yeah, once I got that contact there with the 99, I just kind of figured I'd ride around, and keep the car clean and, hope for the best at that point.
Absolutely, brother. A great run, though, and a great drive here for yourself, coming home in position number 3. Who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here this evening, knowing that, not a lot of car count out there, but a lot of tough competition and being able to still come home in third. And it's going to feel pretty good, and you got to be pretty happy with a good run like that tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, there's not a lot of cars, but it's a good group of guys, and that's what it's really all about. It's still having fun, and first thank you. I got to thank you to Ty Dickinson, for putting the league on. He's a good guy, and these are it's a good group of guys here running with, so it might not be a big car count, but they're certainly fun to race next to and have a good time with. Second, I got to thank you for doing the broadcasts. You do a great job as always. Throttled on Motorsports, Sunrise Racing, Forever Tandem Boutique, PJ Auto Car and Trailer Sales, my girlfriend for letting me stay up this late and do fun things like this and have fun with the boys. And anyone else who I'm forgetting, but congrats on the win to Keith Hackney and Jacob as well for the second place run.
Absolutely. Some great runs, some great performances out of those drivers, and a great run here tonight for yourself, Jacob, as you park the 2 ride here in position number 3 this evening. We can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack Monday, and we'll also see you back out there, and a few of the other leagues as well, as we always see you and a lot of the other Stefanskis rolling out there on the track as you guys put on another good show and another good race for us here tonight, man. We got one more thing, though, before the end of the interview. Got a competition going on in the chat right now. We need our top 3, and we need you to do your best Huck-to impression here on the broadcast.
Oh boy, you gotta, you gotta huck 2 and spit on that thing.
There we go. All right, Jacob, man, a great run and a great drive here. Keep your messages open because you might be receiving an extra little bit of a gift here this evening from Ty Dickinson for your performance in the Huck-to competition here tonight.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, brother. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Congrats on the third place run.
Thank you.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for that number 2 machine as a good solid run, a good drive there for that 2 ride of Jacob Stefanski, as that was a lot of fun. Ty says, oh boy, third place, better pull us a good one. Brother, I don't know. I think Geese was pretty good. It was pretty enthusiastic, but Jake's was... his was pretty good too. It was pretty good. Not super enthusiastic, but he knew the accomplishment. He got the hooked up pretty good, and he even threw the spit on that thing in there as well. So I think that might get That might get Stefanski the dub in the Hukta competition here this evening for our top 3. What is going on here in this race? What is going on here in this broadcast? What have we let ourselves into here, chat? What kind of doors have we opened here on the evening for this to become a competition? I don't know what's going on, but Ty, you're gonna have some some tough work for you here to figure out who the winner of that competition is gonna be, brother. You got some work to do. Who's it gonna be? Is it Hackney? Is it is it Jacob Smith, or is it Jacob Stefanski gonna earn themselves that extra little $5 iRacing credits here for the best hook during the broadcast? My boy Nathan Smith also says, hey, can you make sure to tell everyone to get signed up for the $1,000 super late model show at Kokomo that Colton Herbert is putting on? Yes. Yeah, guys, I don't know if they have a Discord or not, but you can find it over on Dirt Talk, or if you shoot me or Nathan Smith or Colton Herbert a message over on Facebook, we can get you pointed in the right direction and get you signed up there for the $1,000 Pro Late Model Show at Kokomo, which I do believe is on June 30th. And I do believe if my schedule is opening, and as long as the time frame works out with any of my other broadcasts on the Sunday, then your boy may be up in the booth calling that race. So that should be a lot of fun. I can get everyone the Discord, $3,000 purse. It's growing. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and we may be up in the broadcast booth putting on that show for the Sunday evening. So could be a lot of fun, could be an amazing show, could be an amazing event. But nonetheless, whether I'm up in the booth or somebody else is, or they don't even have it broadcasted, you want to earn yourself an extra little bit of a payday or have some fun and get to know some of the other very good, talented drivers over on iRacing Dirt, make sure you jump in and you get a part of that amazing race. But listen, thank you guys for tuning in, everyone coming in, showing the love here all evening long. A great run and a great drive as these guys put on a heck of a show for us. Even though there was only 11 cars that started the evening, we only had 7 cars, I think, finish the night, but nonetheless, they put on a great race and a great show here for us, and I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and watching here throughout the evening. Thank you to all the likes, the comments, the shares, everyone coming in, showing the love here on the evening. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow night for some more racing action, as well as we have the MNT Cup Series back in action tomorrow evening for their second race of their season. So their second race getting underway tomorrow night. As my boy Colton Herbert says, yes, sir, need to give me a call when you're done. I don't call, but I will text you. That is for certain. I messaged you over there on Messenger before this broadcast, but we'll work out the specifics. We'll get something planned. We'll get something going there for you, Colton. We'll get... as long as time constraints, I think if it's probably after 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern time, I should be able to fit it in and should be able to do the broadcast. I'm gonna just double check, make sure that the schedule all lines up and that I'm not gonna overlap anything. That's basically what I gotta do. Just run the numbers, run the digits, and make sure that those time constraints don't overlap and conjure with each other, and have to, ruin something or anything else. So we want to make sure everything is perfect before we say yes or no, per se, to being able to put on the show. But I'm hoping we can put on the show, because I know it's going to be a wild one. And money races, they always bring in a good crowd. There's always a lot of great, talented drivers. A lot of the biggest names in iRacing show up to try to earn that payday, and sometimes we can see some craziness unfold. We've seen some wild stuff happen in the past in some of those money races, and I'm hoping that there's no giant controversy, but we could see 3, 4, 5 wide towards the front of the field, battling, duking it out, trying to pick up the win late in a race, especially at a racetrack like Kokomo. And you throw in lap traffic, everyone trying to get through there and everything else, man. Great racetrack, great show, should be a lot of fun, and we hope to be up in the booth. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.
Strokes, where fun meets fright, where every experience transports you to a world of fun. Play 18 holes of blacklight mini-golf in ancient Egypt, a haunted house, and beyond the grave. Step inside our virtual reality arena, where you take control of video games and virtual worlds. Battle robots, shoot zombies, and compete against your friends. Throw your next birthday with our VIP party pack. Our party pros are ready to entertain you with a fright fest you'll never forget. Perfect for an action-packed date night full of flirty fun. Our state-of-the-art arcade has the latest games with the coolest prizes. Be sure to feast on some tasty morsels in the Graveyard Grill. So come on, bring your ghoulish gang over to Scary Strokes, where every experience matters. Welcome to Scary Strokes, where fun meets fright, where every experience transports you to a world of fun. Play 18 holes of blacklight minigolf in ancient Egypt, a haunted house, and beyond the grave. Step inside our virtual reality arena, where you take control of video games and virtual worlds. Battle robots, shoot zombies, and compete against your friends. Throw your next birthday with our VIP party pack. Our party pros are ready to entertain you with a fright fest you'll never forget. Perfect for an action-packed date night full of flirty fun. Our state-of-the-art arcade has the latest games with the coolest prizes. Be sure to feast on some tasty morsels in the Graveyard Grill. So come on, bring your ghoulish gang over to Scary Strokes, where every experience matters.